This actually was posted a couple days ago, but I wanted to make a point of it. However, I also, as much as it goes against or it contradicts the whole point of the tweet, I still agree with the takes nowadays. So without being more mysterious, basically 6 years ago, there are comments on Uzi's music videos or like concert footage where they still wanted the old Uzi from 6 years ago. So 6 years ago was 2018 because we're now in 2024. In 2018, I feel like was Uzi's peak, right? So if a bunch of people were already missing the old Uzi, and I didn't really notice it at that time because I guess I wasn't as involved. Like I definitely listened to Uzi back then and like Love Is Rage too. I listened to Love Is Rage. I listened to Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World. But like, I don't know, the community wasn't as tight back then. Or maybe it was and I just wasn't really online like that. But if they were doing that then too, does it even have merit now when people are saying they miss the old Uzi? Because I feel like I've been saying it too since like 2021 or 2022. However, that's, I feel like when I started, and I feel like it has more justification. I mean, haven't you not seen what Uzi's been doing lately with all of the super fruity and zesty shit with like the purse? And I understand he's been doing that since the jump, kinda, but I feel like it's to a whole nother level. Like he turned it up a notch. And then also the music, I'm sorry, it ain't as good. It just ain't as good as it once was. And maybe they were saying that before, but there's a clear like negative trajectory of like sales and streams. Like if we go to his Spotify, we'll just have the proof, the data right there. So I feel like people are more justified nowadays in saying that they miss the old Uzi just because it's, I don't know, like the whole entire product and brand, in my opinion, just isn't as strong as it once was. Whereas in 2018, again, it didn't make sense because if he did Eternal Take 2 years later, and that sold like 280, 290K, like obviously they were just wrong because that did better. And actually, I guess just doing higher numbers does not necessarily mean that it's better, but I still think that Love Is Rage 2 was a better album than Eternal Take. So maybe they were right. But regardless, also Eternal Take was like 2018, right? The leaks at least. So if that's what they're commenting on, they're just hating, man, because those leaks were top tier. But anyway, let's look at it. So Uzi's top songs. Lucid Dreams remix. That's not fair. So 20 minutes. Love Is Rage 2. Just Wanna Rock. Sorry, that song's just not good, even though it's a popular TikTok song. EXO Tour Life. Love Is Rage 2. Watch This. I believe is an old leak too, right? So technically older. Everybody's on Nicki Minaj's. Love Is Rage 2 again, The Way Life Goes. Flood the Face, that was Love Is Rage 2 era song. Money Longer, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World, and then Perfect Love Tape. The proof is right there. The only song that's new is Just Wanna Rock. So clearly people ain't fucking with the newer music as much as they once were. So I miss the old Uzi. Back then did not make sense whatsoever. But nowadays, I feel like it does, low key. It does. He got like 4 classics, does he? Love Is Rage is fire, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it can be considered a classic. At least to like to the mainstream or like the larger fan base. I feel like Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World is definitely a classic. What's the next one? Perfect Love Tape. I fuck with Perfect Love Tape, but I don't know if it's a classic. But then Love Is Rage 2. That's a classic. Eternal Take, is that a classic? I wouldn't say so. I feel like Uzi got like 2 classics. He got 2 classics, like for sure. I fuck with Love Is Rage, don't get me wrong. Like that's how I fell in love with Uzi. Pause. From the first song I heard was 7 a.m. and I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. They were more or less speaking on his character in those comments. Were they? People just changing the narrative as a fan since Motorola. The music hasn't been bad until recently. Now I feel like he's much more different than he was before. Like, I don't care what people say about he was always fruity. It hasn't been always to this level. Like now it's almost a Lil Nas X level where he's fucking Satan in a music video, but just he's doing it at Coachella. Like, it's not to that same level, but he's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out like Skywater with some long ass plastic nails, doing like he's on his phone like because his, you know, you can't poke it with your actual finger. That shit would be so weird. I feel like he's stuck. He's trying to get attention again, and I just don't know if that's the right way to do it. I feel like he should gracefully just become an OG without doing anything weird. Like, people be saying like, Bob, you're 30, blah, blah, blah. But like, nah, this man is actually older than me, and he's doing that. Like, I've definitely done some fruity shit in my life, but I've gotten to the point where like, I don't know. I feel like I don't need to do that for clicks anymore. He saw probably Cardi doing it, like wearing a thong and shit. Because I feel like he became more of a masculine figure, Uzi. Like, he went back to like the street wear type fits a little bit during Eternal Take, and after that did Pluto, Baby Pluto. But now he's coming back to the fruity shit, and it's like, just pick one. And then Cardi's seen in a thong. Cardi said he done dated, so Uzi's like, oh, I'm gonna turn this shit up. Like, I'm gonna wear a purse and I'm gonna start humping shit while performing. And I just don't know if it really, I don't know if that works. I don't know if people want to see it go that far. No, you don't understand. Cardi and Uzi have agreed to do this ages ago. To do what? Have a gay off? I don't think that's true. Cardi's zesty act be unintentional. I doubt it. I bet you Cardi knows exactly what he's doing. Like, you don't think that he wears on specific days like zesty outfits knowing that he's gonna be photographed. Like, dude does not come out of his cave, so when he comes out of his cave, he knows he's gonna be photographed, and like, you kind of pick and choose how the narrative is gonna be. That's why he does written interviews on these magazines and articles, because then he can kind of like pick and choose again the narrative, as opposed to on video and camera. You know, they can see your facial expressions. There's a lot more communication to be done other than the verbal. It's 80% of communication is nonverbal, right? And so again, with like Uzi doing all the fruity shit, not even just the words and the singing, like doing all the dances and whatnot, you're like, whoa, that's a little surprising. They're definitely on Diddy timing. Do you think Cardi and Uzi would be bigger if they were a couple? The thing is, they're not gay. That's the whole thing. That's why it just feels inauthentic. Like, if if Uzi was actually gay, like, all the power to him, do his thing. But like, he's dating JT, and it's like public knowledge. So when he's doing all the gay shit, it's like, bro, you're doing it for the attention, and it's just like, it just is weird, you know? But if, like, with Lil Nas X, like, he's clearly gay, hey, do your thing, buddy. We get it. You know, Skywater, he's like that, I guess. Do your thing, buddy. But Uzi's been around for a long time. He should have found out ages ago if he was actually gay. He should break up with his girl if he's going to start acting like that. He's bi. He's not bi, bro. He's not bi. He's even said in his songs that he's not gay. But now, if he wants to explore his, you know, not even sexuality, but like his style and everything, I get it too. But hey, like, you're a brand. Doesn't mean that we necessarily have to fuck with the new style, right? Like, people react to, you know, girls' dresses when they go to different events and shit all the time. Like, I just don't fuck with the dress. Like, I don't fuck with your dance moves. Like, that's just regular human nature. But he said that on Flooded the Face, which was 2017. Now it could be different. Are you saying like the industry could change it maybe? Because maybe there's some shit going on in Hollywood. You know, they got hella parties out there doing flamboyant things and experimenting with people. So maybe it did turn him a little gay, which is cool, I guess. That's LA culture in a way. Again, he's dating JT. He's been dating her for a long time, saying that he's going to put a baby in her one day. So I feel like that's just not gay, unless they doing threesomes and shit. But I doubt JT would be about that. Like, she sounds like she's actually, you know, real street, which usually has like conservative values when it comes to sexuality. But I feel you. Like, that lyric was from a long time ago, so maybe it doesn't apply anymore. There's plenty of things that I said 7 years ago or something that maybe I just don't agree with anymore. But it also just seems like, yeah, here's the thing about humiliation rituals. A lot of people be saying that the industry is making them do this and that, doing gay things. But I don't know if it's actually music executives telling Uzi to do anything or telling artists to act a certain way. It's just that when they act a certain way, they know that the controversy is going to spike and the attention and eyeballs on them. And so like, it's almost like like the clout is a drug. So they're doing a humiliation ritual or doing some sort of provocative thing so that they get attention. And that is the humiliation ritual in essence right there. But they're doing it to themselves, but so that they can get eyeballs and attention, which then again, the music executives, because your streams go up, your attention goes up, your PR goes up, like just all the numbers are boosted. And so in a way, like the music executives are benefiting it from it. And maybe Uzi or like any of these artists, they are in the short term or like whatever, but they might lose a little respect for doing something that's against people's morals or even what they've said in the past, contradicting themselves. It's almost like Kanye doing the porn studio for Yeezy. It just doesn't make sense with what he's aligned his values to.